everybody, this is MystieGaming and welcome to the movie of my Dinosaurs Reborn series. This is just a little mini-series that I did with a dinosaur mod that's based off of the Jurassic Park and World movies, so I hope y'all enjoy the movie. Hello everyone, this is MystieGaming and welcome to our new series, Dinosaurs Reborn, where we will be bringing dinosaurs back from the dead, again, but this time using the Reborn mod. Some of the main mods in this series are the Reborn mod, of course, hats as you can tell, realistic terrain generation, Tinker's Construct, and so many more. Unfortunately, as I'm sure you can tell, the original intro for my video wasn't gonna work. It wasn't that great. So I'm re-recording this after the fact, and I'm so proud with all of the work we were able to get done today. But the actual video picks up after I traveled 2,000 blocks towards that green dot to the base location that I picked out in creative. Well, in the creative copy of this world, because this is a pre-picked seed that I chose so that we would have room for all of the dinosaurs in this mod, because there are a lot. But anyhow, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so this is absolutely everything that I got from the mining mission. I got a butt ton of iron, which I'm not going to smelt all of it because we do have Tinker's Construct in here, so I can actually double it and get an absolute insane amount of iron. I got a good bit of redstone, some gold, unfortunately no diamonds, but I think I'm going to do another mining session and pretty much just mine until I get some later. But the next thing I want to do is actually already done because I am doing and recording things a little bit out of order, is destroy all of the trees around the village. So I'm going to show you the time lapse of that really quickly and bring you guys back. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. And as you can see, it makes the biggest difference now that all of the trees are gone. I did leave the mushrooms. They are eventually going to have to go, but I would love to silk touch them at some point. So they're going to stay unless they are in the way of a specific build. But I am going to go ahead and pretty much level this village and do a bit of terraforming just to prepare the land for the village I want to make. And the goal of this episode, which I don't know if I've stated yet, is I want to pretty much build my entire base because I want to get out of the early game as soon as possible so that we can start with dinosaurs as soon as possible. Because unlike fossils and archaeology, the Reborn mod makes dinosaurs a little bit of like kind of middle to late game. So I'm pretty much going to build all of the buildings that I have already planned out in creative, with the exception of the laboratory, which I am going to build next episode. But before we can do that, we have to level this village, so I'm gonna throw y'all straight back into another time lapse and level this village, and also do a little bit of in-between mining. So I hope y'all enjoy. Okay, so that took absolutely forever, and I also recognize that it probably looks a little chaotic because I was following a schematic of the entire village already planned out, and then I turned it off and I was like, oh, this looks a little crazy. But I promise it'll turn out okay, and in fact, I'm about to go on a mining trip to get some more resources for the paths and for the buildings. But first, before we do that, I want to craft a backpack, which actually doesn't look too bad, and I should have everything. So the string, the leather, the bone meal. I need a chest. Do not have one. And that's everything for the tier 1 backpack. Oh, I need a regular chest, please. And then some of this. And then, okay, let's see how big this is. Okay, so the common one isn't super big, but I do think I can make the gold one. If I'm gonna have to smelt some of this though. So 9 for the block and 2 more. So that and some coal. But I am so excited for this world and for building our starter base and building all of these other buildings around here. The wood planks mark off where buildings are and where farms and stuff is, and I have just been having so much fun playing Minecraft. I know there was a large gap in my episodes because I got super burnt out and just unmotivated to actually play Minecraft, which was really sad, but now I am back. I want to play Minecraft again. I want to do all the big projects. I'm remotivated. So I know I'm taking on a lot this first episode, but hopefully it'll get us a good start so we can start getting dinos. Which... then we can craft the block of gold, and then... oh, we have plenty of dandelions. And destroying that village gave us so much, like, wood and resources. Like, look at how much there is in here. It's insane. Oh, wow. Now that's perfect, and that's going to make mining a lot easier, so I don't have to keep going back and forth for supplies. But I will bring y'all back and show you all the stuff I got on my mining trip. Okay, so I went mining, and I'm kind of a little peeved because I did a bunch of mining, mainly to get the stone resources that we're going to need for the village, but I was also down at like under Y12, and I didn't find a single diamond, which was a little bit depressing. But now that I have all the stone materials, almost, I need a lot of stone, so it's smelting. I need some more sand, and specifically, I'm gonna need 8 stacks of sandstone stairs, which, it's a little bit of a pain, but it shouldn't be too bad, especially considering there is a big patch of sand all the way down here. And I'm assuming that under the sand there is sandstone, and if not, I can just vein mine a bunch of sand and turn it down into sandstone and then into sandstone stairs. So we're gonna go on a little bit of an adventure, and I'm just gonna grab a stack of cobblestone, and yeah, let's head the very long way over there. And I think I'm just gonna meet y'all over there, and if I find something cool along the way, I'll bring y'all back, but I really don't think that I will. So, see you in a few. And right as it's turning to morning, I made it back, and now we have 2 mushrooms, which is just perfect. So now I can breed them and get infinite mushrooms. And we also got another resource for our base, which I am super excited about. And I think, I do need some actual sandstone too. So that'll be 4 stacks. Oh, and I do not have enough. I'm gonna have to go back at some point. But I will do that later off camera after I collect the rest of these resources, and we are gonna start building. I'm so excited, guys. Okay, y'all, so I really hope you enjoyed those time lapses of me building fields and building the house. And I think the next building that we are going to build is right back there because I want to get my ore smelted. And I have a blacksmith planned that has all of the Tinker's Construct things that we could possibly ever need. And it's also going to help me get some better tools because these are pretty much dead. So I think I'm going to do... Well, this video has been a little time-lapse heavy, so let's do a little spin, and here is the finished blacksmith's hut, and we have a massive Tinker's forge that I've already been making use of as I have been building and smelting down all of our iron and gold that I've mined, as well as mining more in between episodes. And, well, in between clips, not episodes. This is episode 1. And this is everything that I was able to get. And as you can see, there are even a couple diamonds in there. And I will send you to the clip of me finding my first couple of diamonds right after this one. But I found another small vein, and with my first batch of diamonds, I was able to get a pickaxe and enchant it with Fortune 2. So that's where these 7 came from. But all of our iron has been doubled, and as you can see, we have quite a good bit that's gonna last us for hopefully a while, but I have a feeling that we're gonna burn through it fast. But speaking of this chest monster over here, I think that the very next thing that I should get building is the storage house or storage warehouse. And I'm really happy with this design, especially the interior, and I honestly don't know how much of that you're going to see in the time lapse, but I hope you enjoy it. However, before the time lapse, the clip of me finding my first diamonds. Hey everyone, I know this is kind of an off clip, but I finally found diamonds. You guys have no idea how long it's been taking me. I've been mining here and there, like in between time lapses and clips, and like I'm sure you can see just like how long I've been mining. I died in lava. I am playing with Keep Inventory, by the way, and my mine is absolutely massive, and this is like just this portion of it that I started, and oh my goodness, we finally found diamonds. This feels amazing, and I really hope that it is more than one. Let's see here. Okay, 2. Oh no, is it just 3? We're off to a good start. My hope is for 5. Oh, 4. And 5, that is the perfect number because it gives us enough for a pickaxe and then an enchantment table. Oh, okay, back to the regularly scheduled whatever the heck I'm doing next. So I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and here is the interior of the warehouse. I have already organized everything into all of these chests, and thankfully we still have a good bit of chests left over because honestly we're still pretty in the early game despite all the progress that we've made. And as I'm sure you just saw in my inventory, I went ahead and made myself some Tinker's tools, but they still need to get their special attributes that Tinker's allows you to add. So for one of my pickaxes, I want it to be a fortune pickaxe, and you can only do these by level of 50, so now it has luck of 50, which means it's gonna have fortune. And I definitely want to get as high on luck as I can, but I do also want to add a diamond, which makes the durability go up by 500, and some redstone because that's going to give it a little bit of a faster mining speed. Now I'm not going to add another level of redstone, but I am going to have to get some more lapis. I'm not going to add another level of redstone because I made these out of cobalt and night slime? Yeah, night slime. And the cobalt gives it momentum and lightweight. The lightweight makes it mine faster just in general, and the momentum's pretty self-explanatory. The more you mine, the faster you'll keep mining. But, oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, we're gonna add luck 1 onto there. And I think that's all I want on here. If you guys have any suggestions for what else I could add to these, I welcome them in the comments. But this one is going to have haste, and it is going to be my silk touch one, which you can make with a silky jewel. It was just like lapis, not lapis, gold and emerald and some string. And I'm also going to add a diamond for that extra durability. And then, oh my goodness, I am out of almost everything. I'm going to add pretty much the same thing to all of these tools. I will do that real quick, and then we're going to go and build our final build for the day, which is kind of crazy to say. Okay, so I did get as many of the modifiers as I could on these that I wanted. I did run out of some resources like lapis, so I was not able to get as much luck or fortune on this one as possible. But let's jump into the final build for the day, which is the barn, which it's not gonna have like a specific use at the moment. I know I want to put some like a little chicken egg collector in here at some point, but for the most part it's just going to be a big empty barn that we can use for mechanism machinery, which I did just add, or buildcraft or immersive or any of those type things, so that we have a place to throw it all. But with that being said, let's jump into the final time lapse of the day. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and like I said, it's really just a big building that's going to give me space to put machinery or really whatever we need to. But since all of the buildings are done that we're going to do in this episode, I figured I'd show you around a little bit because you really haven't seen all that much footage of the actual buildings themselves because, I mean, you've really just seen the time lapses. So this is my house. I have a lovely little library and enchanting setup and a little bedroom and some additional storage that I'm sure I'm gonna need at some point. with a little kitchen area and a little TV area. I really tried to focus on improving my decorating skills with this house, and the exterior is going to be coming in between episodes. Over here is the smeltery, pretty basic inside, but it has everything that I could possibly need in here. This nether portal is temporary. I did have to go to the nether for the cobalt for my tools, but this is the interior that I am most proud of. I really love how it turned out. It's very kind of cozy and grand, but that is all I have for this episode. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope it turns out okay. Now, next episode, we are going to be jumping straight into dinos, and we're going to build a building in that spot right behind me, and hopefully in between episodes, I will get some more mining done and some decorating. But I was also thinking of possibly going to the end next episode and getting straight into the end game. So, I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye! Hello everyone, this is MystieGaming, and welcome back to episode 2 of our Dinosaurs Reborn series. And as you can tell, things look a little bit different around here, so why don't y'all watch some time lapses while I catch y'all up. Hello everyone, Editor Misty here, because I made the mistake of updating a mod in between recording those time lapses and editing them, and Replay Mod really doesn't like that. So they all glitched out and won't load, so I can't go in to edit them. But with that being said, what I was going to tell you was that in between this episode and last episode, I was thinking about what we needed to do with the series and what automation specifically we needed. And I realized we didn't have, the previous mod pack did not have the things that we needed. So I went in, I redesigned the mod pack, but we are on the same seed with the same biome mod. We're just in a different location. So this is where we are currently, and this is where we were originally. Now, I'm far more happy with the mod pack and the base itself because I took some time to redesign the layout, the buildings ever so slightly, and primarily the pathways and the gardens, and I'm just so much more happy with it, and I hope you guys are too. So let's just get straight into the rest of the video. Okay, now that you're all caught up, let's finish off this village by building the final building that I have planned for it. And then I think we're going to do a little bit of decorating before we get too caught up in dinosaurs and just get going. Because I find myself, once I get caught up with dinosaurs, it's really hard for me to circle back and decorate, because this place is definitely missing some flowers and some foliage and some benches and maybe a couple custom trees. But let's do the lab first. And as you can see, I gathered all of the resources while I was building everything else. And we have all of the dinosaur machines, which I will explain all of them and how they work to the best of my ability, because I am not overly familiar with this mod later. But in the meantime, I hope y'all enjoy the time lapse. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and in the spirit of full transparency, I am using Schematica for pretty much all of my builds, but recently I've started using print mode for the roofs specifically just because they're really annoying to build and they take a lot of time, and I want to get episodes out to you as fast as I can with my crazy college student schedule. But with that being said, let's do a little tour of the inside of the lab. So, first things first, we have the first floor, which has our nether portal, and I left a bunch of free space in here for all of the automation machines that we are going to eventually need to take care of all of the dinosaurs that we are going to have. Then up the stairs on level 2 is the lab, and I have some storage in here and all of the machines that we need to create dinosaurs. And yes, there are a lot. Now, before I get into them, let me just show you the upstairs really quickly. It's just more empty space if I need it for automation. I want to give myself plenty of space for further machines and, you know, further advancements in technology. But getting straight into what we're going to need to do to get dinosaurs, the first thing we're going to have to do is go down to the mines with some plaster and bandage to get the fossils, which you right-click with this and then you can mine. Now, after we have the fossils, we put them into this cleaning station where we are going to get bones. And then with the bones, we're going to put them into the fossil grinder so we can get soft tissue. And we have a percentage of getting it, as you can see. We're going to get a lot of flint and bone meal, most likely. Then, with the soft tissue, we're going to come over to the DNA sequencer, and we're going to combine it with the storage disk. And with the storage disk, we're going to get a random percentage of DNA quality. And as you can see, we can resurrect ancient plants, not just dinosaurs. But once we get the storage disk, we need a DNA quality of 100% to move forward. And the nice thing is, once you get one with 100%, you can pretty much use that storage disk infinitely. To my knowledge, that might not be true. But to get 100%, you use this machine to combine the disks. And apparently you can also make hybrids. I have never done this before, but I also haven't played with this mod as in-depth as fossils and archaeology. But moving on, once you have the 100% storage disk, you go to the DNA synthesizer, where you use some DNA nucleotides and an empty test tube to get the DNA in a vial, pretty much. And then we're going to take it to this machine and then put it in a syringe. And then with the syringe, we're pretty much going to inject an egg with it. And as you can see with the fish, there's no such thing as an egg. And you pretty much put it straight in the cultivator. But once you have an egg, you're going to put it in this incubator to hatch the egg. Or if it's a water dinosaur, you're going to put it in this cultivator. But if you've ever played with this mod, you know that there is amber and lampreys and leeches that you can get. And you can actually just combine these directly with the storage disk to get a random dinosaur at a random quality, which is probably where we're going to be getting the majority of our dinosaurs. But speaking of getting some fossils, there are a bunch down in my mine right over there that I want to go and get, alongside a bunch of diamonds that I've been meaning to fortune because I finally managed to get enough lapis to put fortune 3 on this pickaxe. So let's head straight down to the mine and get ourselves some fossils. Okay, so we're over here at my mine, which it's a little out of the way, but I kind of wanted it that way so I'm not intruding upon any of the cute builds over there. But as you can see, I have left all of the fossils that I have found in place, even though this hammer can actually mine them, but I wanted to keep with the spirit of the mod and use the plaster and bandage for them. So we have some Moganopterus? Yeah, I'm bad at pronouncing these. Don't come for me, super scientific people, okay? It's just going to be bad pronunciation. Okay, so we have 2 of those. And we got our achievement. And then we have Endmontosaurus. Okay. Oh, we have multiple of these. So let's grab those. And then, do I have any cobble? I have granite. That's close enough. There. And then we have Apatosaurus fossils. And like I said, I have found so many. Carnotaurus? I believe the Fossils and Archaeology mod also had this dinosaur, and I think it was like a little mini kind of T-Rex-like dinosaur. Oh my goodness! No freaking way! We have Mosasaurus dinosaur fossils! Oh my goodness! Okay, I was not expecting that. That is amazing. Hold on, let me light this up. This is what the gypsum powder looks like, by the way, and when you break it, you get a lot of this. You need it for the plaster and bandage and a bunch of building blocks. But oh my goodness! Oh, there's so many! Y'all, I'm pretty sure this is that big water dinosaur that they have in the ocean. If you've seen Jurassic World, you know what I'm talking about, but it's amazing. Oh my goodness, it's literally my favorite dinosaur, and I'm so excited. But, okay, we have some Diplodocus fossils. Okay. I think I got all the ones in this area, but that was a lot. Oh, there's some right here. Okay. Some Herrerasaurus fossils. Yeah. That's 100% how you pronounce that, guys. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Is there any hiding out? No. Let's see. I don't see any in here. Okay. Now we have some Dunkleosaurus fossils and some coelacanth fossils, and I know for a fact there are so many coelacanth fossils down here. So I might not grab all of them, because I think the coelacanth and the Diplodocus fossils are the only ones that spawn down at mining level. Okay, let's get some of this. That's the sea lamprey ore. And let's see here. Yep, more coelacanth. Okay. I think that's all of the unique fossils that are down here. I don't remember seeing any of note down that way. Okay, we can grab some more Dunkleosaurus. I also have no idea what these actually look like outside of the Mosasaurus, which I am beyond excited about, if you could not tell. And I'm gonna leave those just because I think we have enough of them. Ooh, what are these ones? Okay, coelacanth, Dunkleo, coelacanth. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna grab the diamonds that I found the other day. And I just didn't mind them because I knew that I was really close to getting Fortune 3. They're not down there. Aha, they're down here. But I actually was able to I've done a lot of mining, as you can tell, to get all the resources I needed, and I've actually found quite a lot of diamonds. And I've just been mining it with Fortune 2. Ooh, 13? That's amazing. Was there any down here? Coelacanth, Dunkleo. Okay. I knew there were more diamonds. Were they down here? Did I miss them? No. I hear mobs. I hope that none are gonna come and murder me. Aha! I found 2 veins right next to each other? That's kind of crazy. Okay, there are those, and here are these. Ooh. Okay. And I'm gonna grab this iron. Oh, 36? That's more than double of what I currently have. So I'm gonna head back up to the surface and then meet y'all in the lab. And as I said, we're not gonna actually get any dinosaurs today. I am just going to kind of get the fossils ground and to where we could get them next episode, hopefully, because for the remainder of this episode, we are going to be doing some automation and some decorating, and I'm so excited. But I will see y'all at the lab. And we are back in the lab. So first things first, does this... Oh, I need a water bucket. Hold on. Ignore how messy my backpack is, please. I promise I'll clean it out. But let's start with the coelacanth fossils, because that's what we have the most of. This might take a hot second. Okay, so these are the fossils we ended up with. Lots of different types of fossils, and next episode we are gonna grind them down and finish the process. Now I want to decorate before we do anything else, so I do not forget. I want to use lots of flowers, some leaves, I want to do a custom tree, all the things, but I think first I'm gonna do some flowers. So I will bring you guys back. I don't really know how to record decorating to make it interesting, so let's do some flowers. And here is the completed decorations for the village. I'm so happy with them. Unfortunately, I did run out of bone meal, so there's not grass in all the locations that I would like there to be grass, but that can be fixed as I get more bone meal and between episodes. But moving forward, I want to do a little bit of automation because as of me recording this clip, Fossils and Archaeology has announced that its 1.18.2 port is coming out in January of 2025. So when I'm recording this, that's next month. So this series is going to get cut short so that I can move on to the Fossils and Archaeology port on the newer version of Minecraft. And I have been waiting for this port for like 2 years, and I'm so excited. But it does mean that I'm not going to be doing as much automation as I would be if we were going to be doing a long time park. But the automation that we are going to be doing is through the thermal series. So let me do some crafting, and I'm going to show you what I figured out in creative mode because this mod is confusing, and I will bring you back then. Okay, so I've just finished building the first part of the machine, which produces this rich phytogrow, which I can then turn into fluxed phytogrow, which is the fuel and kind of the like fertilizer for this machine, and I'm using this recipe. So this little bit right here, the magma crucible produces lava, which is supposed to be going down into here. Auto output. What do you mean auto? Oh, this needs to be input. There we go. And then this produces sandstone. And then the sandstone is pulverized into niter and sand. And then up here, this just produces the charcoal. And then this produces the rich slag by smelting sand and redstone together, which is perfect because I'm powering this with redstone blocks. So this is the first portion, and then the second portion that I'm going to make, which I don't think is going to fit in here, is, hold on, I have a schematic of it. I can pull it up. Let's see here. Tileable auto farm is right here. This is just one little tile of it, but it pretty much has the generator right here. And then it cycles saplings through and exports the wood here. And then it also needs water, so I'm going to have to hook it up to this. Now, I'm going to go build 4 of these and get back to you. And here are our 5 phytogenic insulators. I can never remember that name, but one is going to be for wheat seeds. One is going to be for oak, one for dark oak, one for birch, and one for spruce. So pretty much how these machines work is they need water, a sapling, and some sort of phyto grow. Now, I invested in the best one, so it's going to give us the best outcome. And pretty much what this up here holds the saplings and the phyto grow. And then this like recycles the saplings or the seeds. And then the actual like wood or wheat is going to come out back here. So now all we have to do is craft the phyto grow. And I think it's just like this. Yes, and that gives us plenty. And then we're gonna energize it in this infuser, and this is gonna take a hot minute, so I'll bring you guys back when this is done. But let me grab one and show you how this machine works. Now I put in auto input. It's gonna grow this, assuming it has enough energy. Hopefully. Does this have to be outside? Oh, I have to rebuild it all. No. I think it has to be outside. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me a few minutes. Okay, so I did figure out what was wrong. I forgot to put the little tree augment in here. They don't have to be outside in the sun, thankfully. But we have all of them up and running for the most part. I'm just waiting for the last little bits of phytogrow to energize. But I am so excited with the amount of stuff we were able to get done today. And this is where I am calling it. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the episode, as always. And I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye! Hello everyone, this is MystieGaming, and welcome to episode 3 of our Dinosaurs Reborn series. And today we are gonna get some dinosaurs, and I am so excited. So let's jump straight into the video. Now, the first thing I actually want to do is collect some fossils that I didn't collect in the last episode. And when I was exploring for resources in the last episode, I had to go to a desert to kill a blitz for one of the augments for the machines and automation we made for thermal. And I found this Jurassic Craft building, and it contains so many Velociraptor fossils, and this is the first thing I want to go and collect. There's also a bunch in the lake that I completely forgot about. So let's head over to the desert, and then we'll circle back for the fossils in the... Oh, that's loud. But we'll circle back for the fossils in the lake, because I really would love to get some Velociraptors today. Now, it's a little bit of a walk, so I'll meet y'all there. So, I think that this is actually meant to be the camp from one of the original Jurassic World movies where they were excavating the fossils. And as you can see, I left everything untouched. I didn't open a single chest because I wanted to do it on camera together. But all of these are Velociraptor fossils, so let's just go ahead and encase them all. And oh, I'm so excited. The Velociraptors in this mod are so cool. Okay, I think I got all the ones over in this little area, but there's so many are just around and all over kind of used as decoration. Okay, there's nothing in there. Okay, let's see what's in these chests. Nothing. Okay, one Velociraptor fossil. Some plaster and bandage. More Velociraptor fossils. Y'all, we are definitely going to be able to get Velociraptors because of this, and I'm so excited because they are more rare fossils, I believe. Okay, and then there's more in here. Ooh, we actually get... I'm not even going to try. Whatever that is, skull? I don't even know. Yo, we get a Velociraptor oh, it's a T-Rex figurine. Never mind. Hello? Can I not? I wanna, oh, I guess I can't place it on slabs. Okay, and a Apatosaurus action figure. Let's see in here. Nothing. Nothing. An InGen journal. I'll take the books. Okay. This is such a cool little structure that they have. Okay, some signs. Ooh, a feeder, an engine system, and a lot of wool. So, not the most useful stuff, but it's definitely helpful. And I will take the skeleton assembly table. I don't think I'm gonna use it though. Okay, I think that's everything, but I'm so happy I found one of the structures from the Reborn mod because they're actually super rare. Now, while I'm out and about, I need a waystone from a village, and I think I might take this one just because it's kind of close to the other waystones, but I'm gonna grab one of those and then we're gonna head back to the base. Okay, now that we are back at the village, let's grab all of the fossils that I completely forgot were in the lake because there's so much exposed stone. Like, there's literally some right here. Some Dinotherium fossils. Now that I've gathered most of the fossils from the lake, or all that I could, because I ran out of plaster and bandage, let's head over to the lab and start synthesizing all of them. And I am so excited to finally be getting dinosaurs in this world because I have put a lot of work into it and I'm happy that it is paying off. Okay, so these are going to have to go in the fossil grinder, but we also... I'll just get those started. We also have all of these. So I'm gonna get all of these fossils kind of washed and cleaned because it's gonna take a lot of back and forth between me getting water, and then we can grind them all down. Okay, while these fossils are washing down, I also want to get this DNA extractor up and going because I have so much amber that I think we could probably get a lot of different types of dinosaurs from it. Okay, it's not in here. Like, I have... Oh, hello mouse. There it goes. I have 21 mosquito and amber, a bunch of frozen leeches, and all of this. Oh, I need to clean out my inventory. Organization is hard. That can go in there. Okay. But, as I was saying, I have a lot of these. And, oh, I also have some fossils. I did not know that. And the amphids and amber. That can go in there. And we actually need some of the storage discs. Okay, and that's just a bunch of iron nuggets and gold nuggets and a bit of redstone. So let me craft those up real quick and I will meet y'all back over at the lab. Okay, so I was able to craft 30 and I'm going to set aside 10 for the dinosaurs that we're going to get through this process, but I think 20 is going to be a good start with these, and I want to start with the mosquito and amber. Right? That's how you do it? Oh, it's just really slow. Okay, I can live with that. Now, we have gotten so many velociraptor fossils, I've had to clean it out a bunch. But let's start getting some of these fossils ground up to see if we can get some DNA. And let's start with the velociraptors. Why not? Okay. Velociraptor, velociraptor. Oh, velociraptor. And I think I just have to put them in here. And let's see here. The goal with this machine is to get soft tissue, and that's what we want so we can put it on the DNA disc. Oh, we have one. Okay, so we managed to get 2 soft tissue from all of those fossils. Now, hold on, let me get that going. And I really want to see if we can get a 100% storage disk between these two. And of course, it's really, really slow, like all of the machines. Let's see how this one's doing in the meantime. We got a lepidicidium at 60%, so that's pretty good. Let's see what this one is. Come on, it's almost there. A Mogonopterus at 52. So, as you can see, like, both of these ways are kind of hard to do and they're really involved, which I kind of think is a good thing. It's fun to go through all of these machines instead of just the 2 with fossils and archaeology, but it does take a lot of time. Okay, they just finished. Let's see, hopefully these will add up to 100% and we don't have to grind down any more of the fossils and we could possibly make a skeleton, but 25? 50? Oh, that sucks. We're only at 75% and I want to see how this machine works. Like, are we gonna get one of these storage disks back? Okay, that's gonna be slowly going. So gonna grind down. I'm gonna grind down a couple more of these just so that I can get maybe one more soft tissue. Oh, we'll do it. Oh, first try. Okay, now this one's gonna take a second. That's a pretty good storage disk. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that one. And okay, it takes both of them. So I'm gonna have to get a lot more storage disks. That'll take a second. Let's get some of these other fossils cleaning. Okay, and I'm gonna grab a bunch of the fossils that we have just kind of laying around in here and put them in the fossil grinder because we have room for a lot. Let's go ahead and get the coelacanths in there. Whoa, that is a cool skull. Can I place... Oh, you can place down the skulls? Okay. That one kind of looks epic. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Okay, I kind of want to avoid doing the skulls then, if all possible. But we did get some coelacanth soft tissue. Let's get that one going. 27%! We can have a full velociraptor disc. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. Now, I'm gonna get all of the other fossils we have up to this stage, and then we're gonna continue with kind of this backside of the final steps to get it done. Okay, so I was finally able to put all of our fossils through to this machine, and I did all of the, well, not all of them, but a good bit of the ones in this machine. And here are all of the DNA discs that I ended up with, and it's a lot, but we also got a lot at 100%, which I'm so excited about. Now, all of these are the ones that aren't quite up there at 100% yet, and as you can see, there's a big variety of dinosaurs. And then unfortunately, our Mosasaurus is at 98%. I was so close to getting it. But down here are all of the ones that I was able to get to 100%, which is quite a lot. I got a Mawsonia, a Dinotherium, a Maganopterus, a Pachycephalosaurus, a Leialinosaura, a Tylosaurus, and finally these four up here are the ones we're actually going to be synthesizing today and getting into the world. So, of course, the Velociraptor, and I managed to get a Triceratops, which I'm so excited about. And then the Coelacanth and the Dunkleosaurus are two kind of fish dinosaurs that are going to go in our entrance building that we are also building today. Now, we're going to have to do these one at a time, and I want to start with the Triceratops. And next we need to put them in the DNA synthesizer with some nucleotides and a test tube. And you just get the nucleotides by smelting a glass bottle, which is interesting to say the least, but it works. So I'm going to wait for this to finish. I'm going to get 2 Velociraptors, 2 Triceratops, and then I'm going to get 4 of each of these, and you will see why in a little bit. Okay, now that we have our DNAs, the next thing we need to do... Oh! We got a challenge, guys! Obtain a DNA test tube. Now we need to put it in this machine with the syringe, and wait, the syringe and a petri dish. So let's synthesize some DNA syringes, I guess. Okay, that was a lot faster than the last machine. But, oh, can I not? There it goes. For this next machine, we're going to have to go run over to the barn and grab some eggs because we are putting it in the egg next. At least the Triceratops and the Velociraptor. So, oop, I'm lagging a little bit. Let's grab some eggs from our chicken and head back up. Now, I believe uses... Yeah, this doesn't go in the embryonic machine, it just goes straight into the cultivator. So this is just going to be for the Triceratops and the Velociraptors. Okay, we are almost there, guys. Ooh, we got another challenge! Okay, now I already filled up the cultivator with water, so I'm gonna put a coelacanth in here, and then we have to put in some nutrients. Okay. According to the wiki, potatoes are supposed to work. Will wheat work? This isn't good. Okay, so I figured out what was wrong. For the cultivator, it was something with Pam's Harvest Craft, so unfortunately I did have to remove Pam's Harvest Craft, but now it is working. As you can see, we have our first gestated coelacanth. And pretty much what you do is you fill up this nutrient slot, and it just ate all of my... There? It needs more water. That's the issue. and then it's gonna go into this process right here. Oh, and we got our next achievement, which is the living fossil. Gestate a coelacanth. I wonder what other... Is there an achievement? Oh my goodness, there's an achievement for every single dinosaur. That's a little crazy. Also, it looks like we can get Indoraptors and Indominus Rexes. Okay, that's cool. But on that note, it did delete my Velociraptor and Triceratops eggs. Oop. And as you can hear, my dog is a little bit more upset about that than I am. But I guess we're having 3 Triceratops because I wasn't paying attention, which is just fine. And I figured out what I was doing wrong with the incubator. It needs to be peat moss instead of the regular moss, which you just make by crafting 9 of the regular moss. So I'm gonna get the dinosaur eggs back, hopefully, and then put them in the incubator. Okay, so I got all of our Triceratops and Velociraptor eggs, and I actually want 1 male and 1 female for each, and you control the gender by doing this little slider. So the yellow is female, I think the orange is random, and the red is male. And this takes a very long time, and hopefully it'll only need 1 peat moss instead of 5. But I have already done 3 of the coelacanths, and I'm just going to keep working away on getting all of our dinos ready to be hatched. But we actually need a place to hatch them and to put them once they are ready. So let's go build the park entrance. So I really hope y'all enjoyed that time lapses because I had so much fun building and designing the park, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I am a little sick, so if my voice sounds off, that's why. But it is officially time to spawn in our dinosaurs. So I'm gonna grab the coelacanths first, because as you can see, we have these 4 little ponds slash aquariums in here, and I'm gonna put 2 coelacanths in this one. So it's so tiny, and 2. Okay. Oh, you know what we need to craft? We need an InGen field guide. So let's go back to the base and craft that really quickly. Ah, the waystones are so loud, guys. Okay, now we need an InGen. We need this guy. Okay, we just need paper and blue wool. And I have 2 bones. I specifically saved 2 bones for this. There's 2 light blue dye. Okay, we just dye it one at a time. 2 blue orchids. And I just need some sugarcane for some paper. And here we go. So this will basically let us see all the information about the dinos. And I am so excited to finally be getting some dinosaurs in this world. Okay, so we put them in... I guess it wasn't this one. We put them in here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is a female. They are piscivorous. And as you can see, the dinosaurs need hunger and thirst, which is why I put all of the stuff. Oop. That's why I was sure to put rivers in the bigger enclosures. And then I want to put the other two over here so it's kind of like spread out. Okay, we have a female. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't change them at all. Oopsies. So I guess all of our fish are going to be females, and this needs to be split into 4. I unfortunately don't really have all that much fish. But that's okay. Okay, now, this is actually a different fish than what I was thinking of. In my creative world, I had the... Oh, it's not showing up, but I had a different one in this. But I think these will work just fine. So there's 1, 2... Oh my goodness. Ah! I love how they look. These are insectivorous. Oh my goodness. We can use all of the crickets on them. That's legitimately perfect. So, hold on. Did I put... And it sounds like they're trying to eat me. Okay, that's coelacanths. And, okay, the other 2 are in here. I just thought it was a perfect little spot to have some fish tanks, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So let's do the velociraptors next. Okay, so originally I wanted to do like the actual fences on top, but I'm running really low on iron. But I tested both this enclosure and the Triceratops enclosure in creative mode, and they didn't get out. So hopefully we are going to be just fine. Okay, we have our 2 velociraptors, and before we spawn them in, I want to sleep. As you can see, I left some live prey in here for them because the goats have been so annoying because I terraformed this entire place so it was flat, which took forever, and the goats kept getting in the way. But let's hatch our velociraptors. I'm so excited. Okay. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, they're so fast. Oh! No, please don't murder me. I didn't do anything to you. Did they just... Hey, do you want some food? Stop! Okay, these are also insectivorous. That's actually perfect. Okay, but I need to fill up the feeders. Why does it sound like you're in pain? Can I not? What do you mean I don't own this dinosaur? How do I own the dinosaur? Oh, I'm gonna die. Where's the other dinosaur? Where's our other velociraptor? Why does it sound like he's taking damage? Okay. Ah! Okay, they're both still alive. That's good at least. But I thought that if you spawned it in, you owned them. But I guess not. Okay, they're in there. They're little and they're murderous, but they're in there. And of course, please leave suggestions for names in the comments because I am the worst at names. But this is our Triceratops enclosure. I went for a completely different vibe, and I was kind of worried that they would be able to get out of this because they're actually really big in this mod. But I sat around in a creative test world for a little bit and just watched them interact with the enclosure, and they weren't able to get out. So let's hatch our little Triceratops. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he jumped! Oh my goodness, they're so pretty! Okay, I'm gonna fill up the feeders real quick, and then we are gonna go back to the velociraptors and try to tame them. Okay, so I looked it up, and apparently I have to feed the velociraptors some meat. Please don't be right here. Okay, I don't see them. Hello, velociraptors. Oh, hi. How do I feed you? I want to feed you meat and tame you. No, y'all don't want the meat? No? Why? Okay, they're hungry. I've left you a lot of meat, guys. Please don't eat me. Okay. Google was wrong. Oh my goodness, they just jumped so high. No? You're not interested in chicken? What about raw goat? What about some raw goat? So it looks like we're not going to be taming the velociraptors. Okay, so I am way out of time to record this episode, so thank y'all so much for watching, and thank y'all so much for all of the support on this series. Like, it's literally blowing up, at least in my terms. This series is doing amazing, and thank y'all so much. And as I'm recording this, I am literally 2 subscribers away from 300, which is a huge milestone for me. So if you could you please hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And with that being said, I hope you all have a nice rest of your day, and goodbye! Hello everyone, this is MystieGaming, and welcome to episode 4 of our Dinosaurs Reborn series. And I want to start off this episode by saying thank y'all so much for all of your support. It really means the world to me. We just hit 300 subscribers, which is a really big milestone. Now, I want to start off this episode by naming our raptors, which, if we run over here, the names were suggested by Duder's Den on YouTube in the comments section, so thank you so much for these adorable little names. So our first raptor is Bite, and that is the male raptor that is right there, and I also provided a little bit of a description so we could tell them apart. And then our female raptor, which is the brown one, is going to be named Bandit. And I just love those names. They really fit their personalities, the little murderous raptors. So thank you so much. But unfortunately, I do have some sad news that I have to tell y'all about. Our adorable little coelacanth fishies have died. Because they starved to death in between episodes. So that has made me make the decision to turn off dinosaur metabolism and dinosaur breeding. I originally really wanted to keep dinosaur metabolism on to keep it a bit more realistic, but this mod has a ton of bugs around dinosaurs actually eating food and what food they will or will not eat. So I've turned it off, and I've also turned off dinosaur breeding just so that we don't get a bunch of dinosaurs that lag out our world and can still have all of the pretty color variations. But we will sort out the dinosaur park a little bit later because I want to start this episode by actually defeating the Ender Dragon. It's not something that's ever high on my priority list in my Minecraft worlds, but I do want to defeat it in this world because I want to get some end rods to make those little mushrooms, specifically where the end rod is the stem and the mushroom block is like the top. And I know that's completely random, but I mean, an elytra would also be nice. But as you can see, I am not prepared at all. I have 0 ender pearls, so let's go get geared up. Now, the first thing I want to do is fix this situation, and thankfully I have been doing a lot of mining, so we definitely have enough diamonds to get some lovely blue diamond armor. And I'm actually going to keep the slime boots because I feel like they're going to be super useful in the end because they let us jump super high. And, oh, well, I guess I don't have enough levels to enchant it, but that's okay. And now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go murder a lot of Endermen. Okay, so I went through the first night and I tried to kill as many Endermen as I could, and I only got 1 Ender Pearl, and that's because this sword doesn't have any sort of looting, and because of the way Tinker's works, I can't add it because it already has too many modifiers added to it. So I was thinking about making a broadsword to put a bunch of looting on and a bunch of sharpness so that I can get a bunch of loot. So I'm going to do that really quickly. I think I'm just going to make life simple and make it out of the same material as these, and I'll get back to you. Well, now that y'all can actually hear me, I put all of my lapis on here, and I only had 24, which is not enough. And I'm also going to put some nether quartz on here, which will make it a little bit more sharp and will give us some more attack damage. But since it is now nighttime, I'm gonna go fight some more Endermen and see what I can find. Because I think we need around probably 12 ender pearls just to be safe to get us to the fortress. Okay, I cannot emphasize enough how long it took me to get these Eyes of Ender, but let's get headed straight. Did it just throw 3? And break all of them? Are you kidding me? Anyway, let's start this adventure, and I'm just gonna meet y'all over there because it's probably just gonna be a lot of me running in one direction for a long time. So, see you at the Ender Dragon portal. So I have made it to the portal, and it's actually not that far away from our park and our base, but let's go find... I need to find the actual portal itself, and maybe a library to get some books. Ooh. Okay, I do have torches, that is good. Ooh, there's lots of goodies in here. I will take that. I do have melons. I really don't need the rest of that. Oh, no! No, 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 no. Nope. 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 What is this? Increases the wearer's movement speed? Okay. And it's all cute and a heart. Okay, we found it. I did end up having to look at the map just because I searched for like 10 minutes and could not find it. But let's go to the end. Okay, so we have probably the worst spawn that you can get. Let me get over here. I'm assuming this dragon fight is going to be relatively uneventful. So we... Oh, I can... Please no. Please no. Okay, okay. Oh no. Yes! Yes! Let's just get a screenshot of that. Okay, let's get all of this XP. 42, 56. Oh, what's this? 64. I don't think anything changes the way that the loot table is for the dragon. But let's get the egg. Ah, perfect. Okay, let's go get an elytra. Okay, that was an absolutely atrocious dragon fight. I would love an elytra to make up for it. So, I'm gonna go through this portal, do some exploring. I mean, I'm sure you guys have all seen end rating before, and I didn't add any mods that really changed the end. So, I'll see y'all when I find an elytra. Okay, so we have made it back to the lab. I've cleared out my inventory, and I think it's time for us to start doing some dinosaur-related things for today. And as I said in the intro, we're going to get some more coelacanths. So we're going to get 4 coelacanths, some more triceratops, and the dinosaurs that we are going to be bringing back today are the Pachycephalosaurus and the Leialenocera, and they are both herbivores, so they're going to go over by the T-Rex, or not the T-Rex, the Triceratops over here. And I'm thinking of putting the Lionopterus, or however you said that one, over here, because I did leave a good bit of space, and it's a smaller dinosaur. And the Pachycephalosaurus over here. And that's pretty much the one with the really hard head that rams into things. So we're going to need a pretty big enclosure for that one. But I'm going to get us all the way up to this stage and do all of the sciencey stuff off camera because it does take forever. And I also need to harvest some more peat moss because it's 1 peat moss per dinosaur. I don't have enough. So I will see y'all probably in about an hour for me and a couple seconds for y'all. Hello everyone, Editor Misty here, and apparently I didn't record a transition between this clip and the clip where I say, hey, I hope you enjoyed the time lapses. So, I hope you enjoyed the time lapses. And let's jump straight into them apparently. Enjoyed those 2 small little time lapses, and it is definitely time to spawn in our dinosaurs, and I could not be more excited. But first, before we spawn in any new dinosaurs, there is a known issue with this mod where dinosaurs just disappear into thin air, and unfortunately that happened to Bandit. So Bite is still running around in here somewhere, but I have another Velociraptor egg, and it's just going to be Bandit 2.0 that we are going to put in here. Oh, hold on. Let me get my rockets and my elytra, and there we go. So I can fly out of here, but we're just going to spawn in another version of Bandit, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. There we go. Bandit 2.0 will be quite happy in the enclosure. But let's start with the Dinosaur eggs. Yep, we have 4 of them. And I think I did 50-50 on the genders, so we should have 2 girls and 2 guys. But let's see here. Oh, they're so cute. 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, they are so cute. And as always, we have a lot of dinosaurs that need to be named. So we have 5 Triceratops, 4 Leonosauras, and we're going to have 2 Pachycephalosauruses that are still definitely in need of naming. So leave your suggestions down in the comments. But let's spawn in the Pachycephalosauruses over here in their enclosure. They are going to have this nice big one over here by the Triceratops. If I can get over here to the door. And let's do it in this big open area. And I have just not put feeders in the new enclosures just because, I mean, there's no need for them anymore. 1, 2, oh my goodness, they are so pretty. Oh, I forget how small these dinosaurs are when they first hatch. And I think in between episodes, I'm definitely going to hang around here for a little bit and see if they'll grow up a little bit more. But unfortunately, this is all of the content I have for today. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, please smash that like and subscribe button. It really means the world to me. If you are interested in the mod pack, it is down below in the description. It is posted on CurseForge. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and goodbye! Hello everyone, this is MystieGaming, and welcome to our final episode of the Dinosaurs Reborn Minecraft series. I know it's a little bittersweet, but I have big plans for today's episode, so I hope it makes up for it. But first things first, let me get out of F5. We need to have a little discussion. It's quite a sad one. Again, I hate starting off my videos with sad news, but both of our velociraptors died. So I think what happened was I was rewatching the footage, and Bandit 2.0 was actually tamed to me, and Bite wasn't. So Bite killed Bandit, and then Bite drowned in the river, which is why there is no more river. But I am gonna hatch 2 more velociraptors. We're gonna give it another go. They will be Bite 2.0 and Bandit 3.0. So hopefully this will be a little bit better. 1, 2, okay. And they're both tamed. I don't know why they didn't tame the first time, but they can run around in their enclosure. Now, the plans for today's episode are kind of simple. Well, not super simple, but in this space right here, it's big and open, and I want to create an aquarium, and we actually are going to make 2 big tanks because I was getting a little suspicious of how big these guys were getting, especially in comparison to like the size of the other dinosaurs at similar ages. So I went into creative, and these guys are actually massive. They are probably like 10 blocks long. So we are going to upgrade their tank, and we are also going to build a tank for the Tylosaurus, which is, it's not as big as the Mosasaurus, but it is definitely really, really big. So I think it's going to take up the vast majority of this space. And the Dunkleosteus, I think that's what's in there, they are going to be probably about this much of the enclosure. And I'm not sure what materials I can actually make it out of, but I think that I'm going to use the clear glass from the Reborn mod and maybe the reinforced bricks, because I think they look really good and they definitely match with the theme of the Velociraptors over here. So let's get straight into it. I'm really excited. Let me think. Let's do the Dunkleosteus enclosure first. So let's do some resource gathering. Hello everyone. Apparently I am terrible at remembering to record the transition clips in between gathering resources and starting and building everything. So I hope y'all enjoyed the time lapse for the Dunkleosteus enclosure and the rest of the video. So I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I think that this aquarium came out to be absolutely perfect. So let's get these guys in here. I have never used this, but when I was looking through JEI earlier, I found an aquatic cage from the Reborn mod. Oh, nice. Nice and simple, and we're gonna put them in here because they have already outgrown the tiny little pond right by the park entrance. Oh, look at that. Much better. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. Oh, perfect. This is definitely a much better size enclosure for them. So the next enclosure that we are going to build is for the Tylosaurus, which I am going to need a lot more resources for because it needs to be probably about as big as this section over here, because that dinosaur is about the size of it's probably about half the size of the Mosasaurus. And first thing I need to do is a bit more resource gathering because this right here is definitely not enough. I was moving the resources and one of the Dunkleosteus phased through the wall and died. The other 3 are okay, but oh my goodness. But on that note, I did get all the resources for the Tylosaurus habitat, and I got the actual Tylosauruses themselves. So, I hope y'all enjoy that time-lapse. Unfortunately, the time-lapse for this one broke. I think it's because I kept having to pause and restart it because I kept running out of materials. But let's spawn in our Tylosaurs. In here, they're going to be really tiny because they're going to be babies. But this is a bigger dinosaur, so hopefully they'll be decently sized. 1, 2. Okay. That's a really pretty color, and I'm about to drown. Okay. Let's see how they look. Probably could have gone a bit smaller considering we're not going to be we're not going to see them fully grown in here, but I love the coloring on them. It's so pretty. And I think they look actually really good in this enclosure. But as I have most likely mentioned, this is the final episode. So let's finish it off with a little world tour. If I can, speak in a complete sentence. So, we are actually going to start this tour over at the village / starter base / remake of the starter base. This series has kind of been a wild ride, but over here is our kind of actual house. It contains like the kitchen and like our bedroom and enchanting setup. And this season I really wanted to focus on details and like interior decorating in my builds specifically. Then over here we have our storage room / warehouse. I'm really proud of this interior. I love all the plants and the carpet. I had to get a little bit creative because you can't place 2 double chests next to each other in this version, which is really annoying. But over here we have our blacksmith, which contains all of our Tinker's Construct smeltery and all of the little tables and things that we needed to get our awesome tools that definitely came in handy this season. I did so much off-camera mining and resource gathering. It was kind of a little insane. But over here we have kind of our barn, which our animals are actually right out through here. We just got cows and sheep in the end, but this houses all of our automation for crops and saplings. And this setup right here was to create the Phytogrow, which pretty much makes this machine work. And I ended up just stealing a bunch of the sand from here for the aquariums, which actually came in handy. But over here is our lab where, of course, all of our dinosaurs were made. The basement doesn't really have much. I wanted to leave it open for some automation that never actually got done. But as you can see, lots of all the sciencey machines up here. Lots of storage for all of the like byproducts that come from this process. And finally over here we kind of have this little garden. Originally I was going to automate all of the resources, but this was always intended to be a shorter series, just until Fossils and Archaeology updated to 1.18.2, which it has, and I'm super excited about. But up over there is our mine. We're not actually going to go over there because that's pretty much the entirety of the village base. I'm really proud of it. I feel like it's really immersive to walk around in, like in here. There are some things like I could have done better, like I could have put a tree here, but that's okay. And let's head over to the dinosaur park. That is always so loud. But this is our park entrance. It is really the only thing in the dinosaur park side that I built in creative first, which is why it doesn't really match the rest of the base. Okay. It has all of these ponds, which housed the coelacanths and originally the Nucleosteuses, but those have been moved over to a bigger enclosure. So let's start at the herbivore side. So of course over here we have our Triceratops. They're probably the oldest dinosaurs on the park because I had the least issues with them. Like disappearing or dying mysteriously. So they are awesome and loud. But over here we have our Pachycephalosauruses, which are thriving. I kind of wish I had made more, but you know, it's okay. They have a nice big enclosure all to themselves. And then, of course, over here we have the stuff we did today, including the Dunkleosteus enclosure, which I think they look so much better in, and our Tylosaur habitat, which I don't even know where they are currently. There's one. They're so small. Okay. So now the velociraptors. This enclosure was a hot mess. We lost so many of them just to bugs and glitches, and it was kind of really sad. But Bite 2.0 and Bandit 3.0 are in there. Bite is over here chilling. Yeah. And I don't know where Bandit is. She's in there somewhere. So that is everything. That is the entire park. To me it feels like I did a lot, but it really isn't all that much. So the next series, because this one is over, this is the finale, it's going to be Fossils and Archaeology on 1.18.2. I'm super excited. I've been testing out the new mod pack a lot. But I just want to thank you for all the support on this series. Some of the videos blew up massive, and I couldn't be more grateful. So I hope you all have a nice rest of your day. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and goodbye!